Hey guys, wanting to know what is conditional statement in Python? What is if else if else, and nested if in Python, along with examples, then this video is just made for you. So before we hop on into this video, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, and let's get started. Suppose you want your program to check certain condition, and if that condition is satisfied, you want your program to run a certain set of commands. If that condition is not satisfied, you want your program to run certain different command. This is when you use the if else statement. So for example, let me show you the code, how it looks of the if else. First you have a code block. There is some code that you have above the if condition. Then you start with your if else statement. You have to write the if keyword. Keyword basically means it is reserved. If somebody writes if, Python understand they are starting with if else statement. Then you have to write your condition without any brackets. You have to write the condition that you want your program to check. Then after the condition there will be a compulsory colon. Colon will make your program understand that now the condition is over. Now whatever is coming inside the code, this will be run. After the colon, whatever comes will run only if the condition is true. So after the colon, in the next line you have to give certain amount of space, indentation, that is called as space. It can be a fixed indentation. Mostly we prefer 4 spaces, and you have your set of codes that has to be run. Then in the next line, again back to the not considering the spaces, again back to alignment with if, you have to write else, and then comes the colon and a set of codes to run if the condition that was checked is false, and coming back down their normal codes. Now suppose we want to go for shopping, but before we start our shopping we want our budget to be checked. If our budget is in a particular range, we want to go for brand A, and if it is not in a particular range, we want to go for brand B. So we have 2 conditions, and we will be writing the if statement to check this, and our program will run accordingly. So let's have our budget. We are going to be inputting the budget. So the user is going to input whatever their budget is. So budget is equal to input. So the command to take anything input from the user is input, and enter your budget. Okay. Now one more thing that I want to tell is, anything that the user enters is taken as a string. It is taken as a text. So we don't want it to be a text. We want it to be a number because it's a budget. So I will convert it to an integer by writing before the input int. That is how you convert a string to an integer. You have to write the int keyword, and then inside the bracket the input statement. Now when I press and I run this cell, it is showing me enter your budget. Let's say our budget is 8,000, and I'll press enter. Now I will write the if else statement. So what is basically, I showed you the code, the syntax of it. You have to write compulsorily if, then you have to write a condition. Let's see, our condition is if the amount, if my budget, see how I am writing the condition. If my budget is greater than 5,000, then the compulsory colon. So this was my condition, okay, budget greater than 5,000, or let's say greater than equal to 5,000 colon. And now I want some spaces, so I have taken 4 spaces, 1 2 3 4. If it is less than 5,000, greater than 5,000, print go for brand A. So it is giving us that according to your budget you should go for brand A. This is what I want to do if this condition is true. What if this condition is not true? Then I have to write for that purpose else and colon. Then otherwise what you will print? You will print go for brand B. Okay. Let's see, what is our budget? Our budget is 8,000. So according to that expectation, we expect go for brand A. But let's see how this runs. Yeah, so we get go for brand A. Now let's run this again, and let's take our brand some less amount. Let's take 2000 and see. Let's run this. Now when I run this cell, it is showing me go for brand B. So what happened? Our budget was 2000, so it went in if budget is greater than equal to 5000. Here the answer was false, so this did not run. It came to else and it ran this part because the condition was false. So this is what you call as if-else statement. But that is not always the case. You will not always have just two conditions. That basically means one condition. There are cases where you have if condition 1 is met, do task A. If condition 2 is met, do task B. If condition 3 is met, do task 3. This is also very common. So what to do in such a case? In such a case, we do what is called as the if-else statement. That basically looks something like this. What you have to do, you have some code that you have written above your if statement. Now you will have first the if keyword, then you will have your condition that is to be checked, that is the condition 1, then colon, and then the next line some space, that is called as indentation, and what should be done if the condition 1 is true, you have to write that. Then align with if, you have to write else if. You can see ELIF keyword, what is the condition 2, and colon, then again space, how much ever space you had given before when you wrote if, same amount of space you have to write here after else if, and the code to be run if condition 2 is true. Same you can do for condition 3, else if condition 3, and so on till how many ever conditions you want to put. Now when this will run, how it will run? So first it will check the first condition. If the first condition is true, this piece of code will run, and as this condition became true, rest of the condition below it will not run. Immediately it will come out and run this code block that is after the if statement. Suppose the condition 1 is not true, it will go and check the condition 2. If it is also not true, it will go and check the condition 3, and suppose this becomes true, so the rest will not be running. Only one of the condition, whichever tests true first, that only is run, that only code is run, rest is skipped. This is how the if-else if statement works. Now getting back to our if-else if statement, let's suppose same. We have a range like let's say 1000 to 2000, go for brand A, that's the condition, and the task is going for brand A. If 2000 to 3000, go for brand B. If 3000 to 4000, go for brand C. So you're having more than one condition. Then we will use the if-else if statement. Let's make our let's make our if-else if statement. So as usual, you will have if condition. Now here you're going to having many conditions. So what I'm writing, see, if my budget is lying in this range, budget less than or equal to in this range, compulsory colon, compulsory 4 spaces, you can have as your wish spaces. How much ever spaces you put for if, it has to remain same for else if, for else and all. What I want to print go for brand A. Then next, let's look at the keyword. I have to write the keyword L, and then I have to write the keyword if, elif. Now again the condition, if it is 2000, or it's like this, less than or equal, greater than or equal to 2000, what is greater than or equal to budget, or it is less than 3000. Wait, I'll just make a changes. Let's have over here 100, 2000 to 4000. Let's make big gaps. 4000 to 6000. Okay, then compulsory colon after the condition. Then I'll have the usual print. Or now what is my brand going to be? Our brand is going to be B. Then again I'll have one more condition, L if. Let's take our brands, let's copy and paste this only. If it is lying between 6000, less than or equal to 6000 to 8000, then colon after the condition, what is to be printed? Go for brand, sorry, go for brand C. That's going to be printed. Okay, so you can see you are having many conditions to run. So first it will go and see if the first condition is true, then go for printf, and then let's also, after the if is completed, you have to write after the if over here. So again back to the alignment, print done. So what this does is, this basically will run all of this. So it will check the first condition. If it is true, it will print this. If it is not true, it will go over here, check this. If this is true, it will print this. If not true, it will print this. It will check this condition and print this. Whatever it is true or whatever it is doing, whichever it is printing, as soon as it prints one of the command, your if will stop, the if part will stop, and the code that is there after if. So you can see we have printed this. This is coming after if. This is not a part of if statement. This will run. So I'll just show you what our budget is. Our budget is 2000. Okay. So let me do one thing. Let us just increase our budget. So let us keep our budget 4000. Okay. Now let's run the if else statement and see what we get. So there is a problem. So I have to write print in small case. So we got done. So what happened? Our budget was 4000. First it was checked that is my budget lying between 2000 and 4000, greater than 2000 or less than 4000. No, our budget is actually equal to 4000. So this was not run. Then it went to else if and checked the second condition. This came out to be true. That is why the code inside this condition ran. And as soon as it ran, it printed out go for brand B, and it skipped checking this condition, because once you get through, then it will not check rest of the condition. It came out of the else if part, and that was print done. It printed done. This is what you call as the else if statement. Now one thing that was missing, that was the else part. If you wish, you could have added the else part also here, but else part is optional when it is coming to else if. Okay, so I'll just copy this whole thing and show you what else if else looks like. So what if my budget is less than anything, or maybe it's not lying in the range, maybe I'll just make some changes. So if my budget is between 2000 and 4000, I have to go for brand A. If my budget is between 4000 and 6000, I have to go for brand B. And lastly, if my budget is greater than 6000, I have to go for brand C. What if it is not in any of these conditions? Maybe it is just 1000 rupees. What to do then? So I am adding else. Again, else should be aligned with all the if, else and else's. You can see there is no spaces for if, else. It is just coming back to the start. But inside it, I should have the same spaces as I have taken for the rest. What I want to print? Print that your budget is out of brand. Okay. What does this mean? This means that whenever my amount will be what? Not lying in any of these ranges. That is what? Less than 2000. That is not in any of these ranges. At such a time, I want to print this. So let's go back and change our budget. Let's keep it to be 1000 rupees, okay, which is not given in any of these conditions. What do you expect? What should be the answer? It should be your budget is out of brand according to our budget. You see, now it ran that. What did it do? It first checked this condition. It came out to be false. That is why inside the code was not run. Then it came here and it checked this condition. This also was false. Then it went to this condition. This also was false. So it has to by default run the else clause. If none of the if and the else if runs, else is going to be running. Okay, this is the rule. But if any of the if or else if would have ran, else would not be done. Let's check that and see also. So let's say it was 5000. So what do you expect? Which of them will run? Where is 5000 coming? 5000 is coming in this range. So if this is true, obviously this part is going to run, this code is going to run. So else will not be run, because after this becomes true and this runs, rest of the if statement, else if statements and else statement is skipped. I'll show you. So you see, this ran and we got our answer. This is what you call as else, if, else, if, else. But remember, else is optional in when you're having else if. Last comes nested if. What is nested if? Nested if basically means if statement inside another if statement. So let's take an example of our shopping only. So what do you want? First you want to, on the basis of your budget, you want to choose your shopping mall. Okay, so let's have that. If my budget is greater than 5,000, print your mall. Now the mall we are choosing, mall is, let's name the mall A, okay, or let's name the mall 1. Go for mall 1. So it's a suggestion that on basis of our amount we get that you should go for mall 1. And otherwise, if this is not the case, then what I have to print? Then print that you should go for mall 2. This is my condition. Now I have chosen the mall. I want to further choose the brand. So if my budget is greater than 5,000, obviously I'll go for mall 1. But in mall 1, which brand should I choose on the basis of my budget? So inside it only I have another if statement. So let's take any of these only and we'll modify this. Let's have the simplest one. Let's take the most simple one, that is if else. You can have any of the if else. You can have inside this particular if, you can have your if else, you can have if else if, any of them. Okay, let's just keep this down. So this is what I am putting. So okay, budget is greater than 5,000, go for mall 1. But further I want an if to run to tell me which brand should I choose. So greater than 5,000 मतलब कितना greater than 5,000, कौन सा brand? So if my budget is less than, let's take 2,000, so you should go for brand A. But if it is not less than 2,000, that means it is greater than 2,000, then go for brand B. So I am having this, and then obviously I have my else for this if. So this else that I am having is for this one, and this if is and this else. One thing that I missed, you should remember this. After the colon, we write the code for if after some spaces. Okay, so like here I am taking 4 spaces, so here also I am taking 4 spaces. After the else also I should have the spaces. Now you see, this is my if statement. What you see over here, I have if, then I have my condition, then I have my colon, and there are some spaces, that is 4 indentation, and the code to run if my condition was true. Then I have else, back to this alignment, then print, that is the code inside it, back to this code alignment, and I ran this. Same way I can have another if also. I can have the same different, maybe an if else if statement inside else. Not compulsory. If you have an if nested if, you should have an else also if it's your wish. So let's maybe the mall 1 has only 2 brands, that is why it worked with only if else. Maybe the mall 2 is having more than that, mall 2 is having 3 brands, so we might require the else if statement. That's also possible. So in the else, if you want, it's not compulsory. Okay, let's run without it only and see. So it is telling us go for mall 2. Okay, that's going for mall 2. So let's just make some changes. By the way, what was the code? If it is greater than 5,000, so we have to take greater than 5,000. Let's take 6,000. Now run and see what we get our answer. Okay, so what did it go? First it checked, is the budget greater than 5,000? Yeah, it is 6,000. So we have to run this entire code. Otherwise, if this condition was false, it would have jumped to else, and whatever would have been in else, that would have been run. That happened the previous time, right? Now what happened, it went inside this. Then it had to print go for mall 1. So it printed go for mall 1. Then again came an if statement, what you call as nested if, because it is inside another if. What was there in this? It checked, is my budget less than 2,000? Then no, this came out to be false because our budget was greater than that. It was 6,000. So this did not run. Because this did not run, else has to by default run. So that is why if the above any of them is not run. So else ran and we got go for brand B. If I would have wished, I could have had the same, I could have had this else if statement in the what to say, in this one. What did I do? Yeah, I could have, so else yani ki if our budget is not greater than 5,000, it is less than 5,000, then you have to run this whole thing. How to process this? First, if it comes into if else statement, when it will come to else statement, if this if is not true, then it will come to else statement. What it has to do? First it has to print mol2, then it has to go for this if statement. If my budget is less than 5,000, yeah. So if it is between 2,000 and 4,000, let's just make some changes. If it is between 1,000 and 2,000, go for brand A. If it is 2,000 to 3,000, right? Yeah, if it is this, then go for this, and let's have the last one inside this as else. Let's go for brand C. Okay, this is we want. It's not necessary to have a nested in if also. By the way, there should be some indentation. Why did I put 4 indentation? Because here also after the else, for the commands I have put 4 indentation. So here also if ke baad bhi I should have some indentation for the codes. So same indentation, it is compulsory that it is same. So if here I have 4, for else if also code I have to have 4, for else also I have to have 4. If I had put 2 over here, so rest also should be 2. So this is what you call. So let me just change it and keep our budget to 2,000. Okay, now let's see which one runs and what do we get. Okay, so what happened? First it checked, is my budget greater than 5,000? No, it is not greater than 5,000, because here the answer is false. Whole thing will not run, and directly the Python will come to else, and whatever is there in the else will run. And the first thing is go to mol2, that is printed. Then comes if statement, so it has to check this if statement. Is my budget lying in this range? No, it is not lying in this range, because this range is for less than 2,000, but ours is equal to 2,000. So because this condition was false, this did not run. It came to else if condition was true, so that is why this ran, and else will not run, because if any one above the else runs, else will not run. So that is why we go to brand B. So that was all about if statement. If you want to download the cheat sheet, you can download this cheat sheet of if statement, if else if statement, if else statement, to remember how to write the code, the syntax. You can download this from the description box below. So what all did we do? We first using the if else we chose our brand, then using if else if we chose our brand, then using if else statement you chose, and lastly we saw how to use nested if, that is if within an if. Now this was for choosing our brand. The next, let's do our shopping and our billing for the shop using for loops in Python. The next video for you to watch is a complete tutorial video on for loops in Python.